on Car Traction. You joined us once again at the wonderful Oulton Park circuit, but today we will not be looking, or at least focusing on the main track, because today is the day of the Flying Scotsman rally. Now, many of you will have seen a recent classic rally video, which was the Tour of Cheshire. If you haven't, then that is absolutely unforgivable, and make sure to watch that one after this video. But that saw lots of lovely classic cars and MGBs and stuff having a little go around the very slippy skid pan track then, and today is the Flying Scotsman rally, which sees pretty much a full grid of pre-war cars. There's all sorts of wonderful Alvis Tourers, loads of wonderful Le Mans style Bentleys. There's really so many beautiful classic cars and pre-war cars that are going to be hammering around the Oulton Park skid pan, so that is why we're here today. Also, this weekend we'll be hosting the BRSCC Championship, so there's quite a bit going on in the paddock, but of course today we'll be focusing on the vintage cars going around there, which will be very, very exciting, as vintage cars sound very nice. But in the public car park we have this absolutely stunning Jaguar XK 150 Tourer in red, complete with red interior. This is a wonderful car, proper classy British GT. Still got his keys in the ignition, as you do in your convertible Jaguar when it's parked up. But interestingly, compare the size of that to this Skoda next to it, fairly conventional saloon, and that surely would have been quite a big saloon car in its day, but the Skoda's even longer than that. And that is just a glorious, glorious car. Shows our cars have gotten bigger, I guess. Just over here is this gorgeous little Alfa Romeo 105 series with the 4-lighted front. I think this is a 1750, this car. I've seen it a few times before, but not actually recently, and it is a wonderful, wonderful classic Alfa Romeo. Absolutely just pristine condition. Very nice, lovely car there. And just next to that is this very cool Triumph TR4A. This is on the nice steel wheels. Do like the look of those, suit this car a lot. Great classic British sports car. But I think soon the vintage cars will be turning up, so let's see what's going on over there. Well, just before the pre-war car action starts, I think I'll have a little look up here at Lodge Corner for some of the BRSCC weekend related cars flying around the track. There is also the modified Ford series having a couple of races here this weekend. There'll be a few. I've seen a lovely Mark 1 Escort race car as well, so there might be a few interesting things. So I think we'll take a quick look up here. Well, I can see a very serious looking Mark 1 Escort over there. Very nice. Oh, that sounds lovely, that. But I think we will just have a little look for a couple of the older classic racing cars up here before venturing over to the skid pan, the glass-lined surface for oversteery fun, to have a look at the Flying Scotsman vintage car rally. First of the wonderful pre-war cars is off on its run now, the first being this wonderful 1930s Bentley. Each car gets 2 runs around the Oulton Park skid pan on the Flying Scotsman rally. It's a very slippy surface, this one, especially on pre-war car tyres. I will be turning my mic around today to capture the sounds. There are about 60 cars entered today, so it's going to be an action-packed day of pre-war cars here at Oulton Park. Oh, a bit sideways from the Bentley there. I really do love the sight and sound of these wonderful pre-war cars, the Bentleys, the Alvises, and even there's this Rolls-Royce Woodie. We've seen this at the Bicester Heritage Sunday Scramble events and the Goodwood Revival, and that's pretty much a one-off Rolls-Royce Woodie, I think. Wasn't expecting to see that here today, but that is a wonderful, wonderful car among the plethora of beautiful, beautiful pre-war cars that are here today. So much fun watching them. And if you're having fun watching this video, make sure to let me know in the comments below.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, it looks like the Flying Scotsman stages here at Oulton Park have come to an end, but please don't go dashing away too far, because at the moment, as you can see, there's a red flag on the circuit, which was handy for actually filming this bit. No one came down it, but it's quite a nice section. Kind of reminds me of the Festival of Speed at Goodwood up there. But I think now that all the wonderful pre-war cars for the Flying Scotsman are gone, I think we'll wait for these red flags to go, and then we'll have a look at what's going on the test day. As you've seen, there's quite a few Mark 1 Escorts. There's a few crazy V8 powered like Holdens or something, so I think we'll try and find out what's going on the main circuit today as well. Well, we're in the paddock now, and I see something very, very tasty. Now, unfortunately, it's not the Mark 2 MX-5, although I do like that. Rolling past in purple, but look at this. Race spec Jaguar E-Type Coupe. There is a great looking Mark 1 Escort, but oh, that is a lovely, lovely car, that. Series 1 Jaguar E-Type racing car. I'm just lost for words. That is absolutely gorgeous. I hope this is going around the track, because this is just a glorious classic race car. That is absolutely stunning. What a beautiful, beautiful car. I'm sure that makes an incredible sound. Probably a 3.8 or a 4.2, might even have been bored out to even more. The original XK straight 6 unit. That is just a glorious, glorious car. I was not expecting to see this sort of thing. That is just beautiful. I absolutely adore that race spec Jaguar E-Type Coupe. As I said, we also have a suspended Mark 1 Escort time attack car here. This will be competing in the modified Ford series. This is actually here for the BRSCC weekend. Up on its jacks. Huge spoiler on the back of that one. I'm sure there's not much original about this one. One of the most extreme time attack cars seen here today. What an incredible bit of kit that is, with its matching red race trailer. And just over here, revving away, is a car I saw earlier. This is a fantastic, once again, a time attack Mark 1 Escort. Saw this one earlier. This one had a sequential gearbox by the sound of it. This is just the gears bang. In a sort of Lotus-esque livery. I like the look of that. It's in a, yeah, kind of Lotus period livery. I guess Lotus would have had lots of influence over Escorts with the Lotus Cortinas, etc. But that's a really nice period livery on this pretty insanely modified Mark 1 Escort. Sounded great on the way in, this one. Yeah, I'd love to get some action from these back on the track later. And I think that is our reason for the red flag. It was probably an interruption for about 20 minutes, which was handy for my filming, but this looks to be one of those big V8 powered cars that we saw earlier. Well, that I actually mentioned earlier. I did see one, and unfortunately this one had a bit of an incident. There was a lot of grass in the front and no front bumper, as you can see. That's a shame for that one, because that sounded superb. Really, really great sounding V8. It's just getting suspended off the back of this tow truck that's been used for years and years and years here at Oulton Park. Thankfully it doesn't look too bashed about though. Bit of a wobble on. Not exactly sure what model it is. I think it's in the Ford series. One of the little historic Formula Fords that'll be racing this weekend here. And here's another one of the huge V8 powered cars we saw hammering around earlier. That sounded fantastic on the circuit. One of the many BMW E36s as well. Beyond this E36 is some of the Fun Cup series of cars. These are slightly Beetle based. I think the actual outside visible thing you see is a fiberglass shell. I think they are still rear engined, which make these quite exciting to drive. They are exciting to watch. These they often do like endurance series. You can actually see the central driving position in these. It's a totally custom race car with just a Beetle shaped body on. And they are quite cool things. Quite leery as well, if I remember. I did see them here at Oulton Park last year. They do lots of endurance races and short races. I think that's 6-hour races they do in these things, which must be fun. But they are, pretty sure it's a turbocharged rear mounted engine, probably a 4-cylinder. I don't exactly know what configuration we're talking about with these. They are quite extreme cars and very entertaining to watch. With this one we can actually see how the whole back of the body lifts up, so this is all one big sort of shell, and you can see the engine is actually under here, it's all lifts off, which is quite an incredible bit of engineering that. You can see it all hinges off to expose this mighty turbocharged 4-cylinder VW engine, made like a Golf GTI engine or something originally, I'm not exactly sure. That is a pretty extreme setup. These guys got their priorities right, they even have a sofa in their pit. Here's one of the historic Formula Ford cars, the Formula Ford 1600 Championship. Got some nice old Avon style of tyres on this one, I like those. I've actually got an Avon tyre in my shed even. Nice little livery on this one, I'm sure these are fantastic to drive. Not the most powerful things, but I'm sure they handle just gloriously. They do look like really fun things to drive.